Hello YouTube, my name's Ant and welcome to episode 2 of my canoe build. Okay, this is page 45 in Tom's book, and to plane the bevels on the planks, perfect winding bevel, we need this extension outside of the plane which rides on the bottom ribband below, just below the plank you're beveling, so you can get a perfect winding bevel to full length of the boat. So I've got to drill a hole in the side of my block plane and fit this piece of wood, which kind of acts as an extension of the bottom part of the plane. Pretty clever, really. This is a record sort of block plane, small plane, 0120 record, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to drill a hole in the side here, and I've got this bit of Douglas first, pretty hard, and that's going to go up like that. I've got to cut this down a bit so it's quite narrow, and then I'm going to drill a hole for the side, put this bolt in, and then I'm going to put the nut, I'm going to kind of glue it in so that I can tighten it up, and that should do for the extension, hopefully. Just starting it off with a coal bolt centre drill, and then I'm going to drill it out to the right size for the bolt. About 6mm, that should have enough clearance. So I've got the bolt through the hole I drilled in the plane. I've drilled a hole the other side as well so that I can put it on both sides, this guide, hopefully. Now if I hold that in like that, I've got to somehow mark that on that wood so I can put this hole in and this nut on, so it's exactly lined up at the bottom. And it's a bit hard, that wood, to mark that properly, so I thought if I take a bit of card, put it flat, in the same, touching the same surface as the bit of wood, then I can just score the card, hopefully. Now, there we go. I've got that exact mark with a bolt, so I should be able to mark in the centre of that and get an exact match for the height of the base. So line it up with the centre of that bit of wood, about there. Hole. That's it. So I drilled this 5mm. This bolt is 5.9mm, so the actual shank of it is pretty much bang on 5mm. So it's actually threaded into the wood, which is pretty handy. So I don't need to use that little nut that I was going to use. So I've just been threading this in here tested it out first on the scrap piece. That piece there seems to work really well, so this is the way forward. Because it's going into the end of the end grain, it's probably going to hold those threads pretty well. Feels pretty stiff as well. Yeah, I've done it. Put the bolt in nice and tight, and I've put a straight edge across there, and it's pretty good. Probably as good as I'm going to get it, really. So, pretty happy with that. Hopefully I'll be able to bevel the planks okay. I can also put this on the other side, going out this way. For this block plane, the iron's quite long, so it fits in the honing guide I've got, and that's all well and good. That's cool. But for the Spokeshave, which I'll be using quite a bit, the iron's so short that you can't fit it in the jig and get it extended enough to get the right angle. So thanks to Paul Sellers, I've made this Spokeshave iron sharpening jig. So basically just take this off. I've already sharpened this, too bad. Anyway, that goes on here like that. Put your clamp that on with that. So that's all. It's alright. So at the edges, it's kind of about a 10-degree angle so that it holds it in the jig. And what I've done is, the back of the jig I've got a line there, so it's exactly 30 degrees when I line it up with that line. There you go. I've got my Spokeshave sharpening jig. Thanks to Paul Sellers. Okay, here's my Strongback cart that I made. See, I've put it on wheels so I can just move it around my patio. And then basically the Strongback's going to sit on top of here, so it's about the right height to build the boat on top of that. Hopefully I will be doing some more to my boat build soon, and that will be in episode 3. So thanks for watching. See you later.